The conspiracy theory of distraction in Republican politics, origins and history. The notion that certain political figures, particularly in the realm of Republican candidates, are strategically placed to make outlandish remarks and distract the public from more viable contenders, is an intriguing conspiracy theory. This theory posits that the presence of such decoy candidates allows other, often less visible, candidates to gain traction without the scrutiny that typically accompanies front-runners. Origins of the theory. The idea of using misleading or attention-grabbing figures in politics is not novel. Strategies to manipulate perception and media attention have been utilized for decades. The tactic of diverting attention from real issues or candidates has roots in various political campaigns around the world. In U.S. politics, strategists have long understood how public attention can be managed through media narratives. The emergence of 24-hour news cycles and social media significantly transformed how candidates engage with the public. Since the late 20th century, political candidates have recognized that outrageous remarks can dominate headlines, pushing serious policy discussions into the background. This environment created fertile ground for conspiracy theories about distraction and puppetry to flourish. The 2016 election cycle provided a vivid example of this theory at work when Donald Trump, a political outsider, garnered immense media attention due to his provocative statements. His style, often labeled as outrageous and off the cuff, diverted focus from other Republican candidates who were more traditional and policy-focused, such as Jeb Bush and Marco Rubio. This dynamic led to widespread speculation about whether Trump's presence served to distract from the serious discussions of other candidates who were not receiving the same level of scrutiny. The evolution of the theory. As Trump's candidacy progressed, and he emerged as the frontrunner, numerous political commentators began discussing the potency of his tactics. Critics argued that his inflammatory rhetoric successfully deflected criticism not only from himself, but also from other candidates who could capitalize on a more subdued media environment. This notion began to solidify into a conspiracy theory, suggesting that the party had knowingly allowed a clown candidate to disrupt the narrative. In subsequent elections, particularly the 2020 presidential race, similar candidates appeared, leading to the increased popularity of the conspiracy theory. Candidates like Marjorie Taylor Greene and others who made headlines with bizarre comments had their actions interpreted through this lens. Observers speculated that their outlandish statements were purposefully designed to distract from more centrist candidates, or those with a real chance of securing the nomination, enabling them to fly under the radar. The role of the media in amplifying this theory cannot be overstated. In an age where sensationalism drives clicks and viewership, candidates making outrageous remarks generate significant media coverage, reinforcing the idea that this is an intentional strategy designed not only for entertainment, but also for political gain. Polling and trend data around election cycles increasingly showed that outrageous comments tended to correlate with spikes in attention and subsequent momentum, whether positive or negative. Cultural impact and reactions. The theory transitioned into popular culture with political satire becoming a vital avenue for expressing frustration with perceived distractions. Shows like Saturday Night Live and various late-night talk shows capitalized on the absurdities of certain candidates, reiterating themes from the conspiracy theory that some candidates were simply clowns performing for attention. On platforms like Twitter, the theory gained traction, with users frequently citing specific candidates as decoys in their discussions. Memes and hashtags emerged, underscoring the notion that certain candidates served a purpose beyond winning. They existed to distract and divert attention from the real political machinations happening within party lines. The conspiracy theory also raises significant psychological implications. It may reflect voters' frustrations with systemic issues in politics, making it easier to scapegoat certain figures for the perceived dilution of policy discussions or the quality of the political field. In recognizing decoy candidates, voters might feel that they are engaging in a game that is rigged or manipulated by unseen forces within the party. Continued validity and legacy. As election cycles continue, the notion of distraction through outlandish candidates remains relevant. New candidates who emerge often find themselves scrutinized through this lens. Additionally, political operatives and campaign managers increasingly consider the importance of media optics and the art of distraction, suggesting that the theory will remain in the political vocabulary. The advent of social media has empowered candidates to curtail their public personas in response to this theory, with some avoiding controversy and focusing on policy to differentiate themselves from the perceived clowns in the race. However, many recognize that conventional tactics often lead to less media coverage, creating an incentive to be more sensational. Conversations surrounding this theory fuel ongoing discussions about authenticity, integrity, and the nature of political discourse. As the political landscape evolves, the concept of distraction and manipulation in U.S. elections serves as a critical lens through which voters can evaluate candidates and their rhetoric. The theory suggesting that candidates are strategically employed to distract from serious contenders reflects deep-rooted sentiments regarding media sensationalism and political deception. Coupled with the astonishing growth of social media, this conspiracy illustrates how public perception can be shaped and manipulated through carefully crafted narratives. As voter engagement continues to evolve in an environment rife with noise, it remains crucial to dissect the elements of distraction within political campaigns. The ongoing discussion around decoy candidates adds a layer of complexity to electoral politics, prompting voters to seek clarity amidst the chaos and question the logic behind the narratives they encounter. Ultimately, this theory invites reflection on the very nature of politics, media, and the responsibility of voters to navigate an increasingly intricate world of information and persuasion. This article was converted for free by the courtesy of Audio Read. If you enjoy the service, please consider upgrading your plan to listen to up to 500,000 words per article. Simply go to audioread.com/ad, and you'll see the upgrade option. Your support helps us keep making the service better. Thank you.